Golden wildfire. Darkness attacks. After securing an initial victory at Ferdiad, Claude prepares to negotiate with Dimitri. But then word of an alarming crisis back home forces the Federation army to retreat. The glimmer of hope that the war was nearing its end has been snuffed out by those who seek to spread chaos and destruction throughout Fodlan.
We made good time coming this far, but we should slow our march. We're coming up on the affected region. You've probably all heard what's happening by now, but I want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Several days ago, there was a sudden spike in bandit activity within Ordelia territory and the neighboring Imperial territory of Hrim. The bandits have attacked rural villages and larger towns alike, ransacking them repeatedly.
House Ordelia fought to restore order, but the attacks have increased to the point where we can no longer contain them.
These territories were completely secure before we launched our invasion. How did things change so quickly?
We don't know what's motivating the attacks, but survivors claim to have spotted some suspicious figures working alongside the bandits.
Don't tell me the Knights of Saros are stirring up trouble to protect the kingdom.
I doubt they would stoop that low. No. These people were a little more like Tomas and Mycen. I've actually received some confidential information from Edelgard about them. Those who slither in the dark. At least that's what the Empire calls them. They can shapeshift, they command dangerous powers, and they influence events in mysterious ways. In short, they bring chaos to Fodlan.
I was under the impression that the Empire found their hideout and purged them all.
Yeah, well, some of them escaped. Lord Arundel, their leader, seemingly up and vanished. And no one's caught so much as a glimpse of Tomas since he fled from Garreg Mach.
In light of the circumstances, I am afraid I must ask. Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, not a clue. Honestly, I'd like to interrogate them myself. See if there's any connection between us.
Yes, I am sure you would. Forgive me, it was a boorish question.
But there's no way you have anything to do with them, right?
Well, your powers are similar. Maybe we'll find out more in the battles ahead.
It's entirely possible that you came into contact with them when you were still too young to remember.
Yeah, maybe. Guess I should take this opportunity to learn what I can.
I know we're all dying to find out what their endgame is, but restoring order comes first. The flames of unrest are already catching in neighboring regions. We'll have a full-blown catastrophe on our hands if we ignore it. This is why we had to abandon our battle with the kingdom. We need to stomp this out, and fast.
For all you know, you could be a part of those who slither in the dark. It's entirely within the realm of possibility. And yet, not a single one of them seems to be considering that. Just look how much they trust you.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Starting chapter, I think, 13? I think there's like 16 chapters, so we're getting close. Increase maximum activity points. I'd rather, yeah. Training points go up.
One step at a time.
So, how you doing, everybody? Welcome to my procrastinating to not go mow the lawn.
Many thanks.
Because that is all I'm doing right now. Nah, I gotta go finish mowing my backyard. I did half of it yesterday, and I gotta do the other half today, and I just don't want to go outside because it's hot. Well, actually, it's not that hot right now, so maybe actually right now is probably the best time to do it. You know, I was thinking during that cutscene, man, Shez is actually a pretty interesting character.
Let's see.
I really wish they did this with Byleth or any of the other main characters. I guess if you go back into Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates with Corrin and Robin, you can do a voiced character. I don't get Japan's nervousness about that. Maybe nervousness isn't the right word. But it's just, you see it all the time in RPGs where it's like, well, we're going to make our main character voiceless. Why? Oh, well, it's so that you can impart yourself into the character.
Yeah.
Why? I guess maybe it's me, because I have trouble flat out role playing and taking myself out of a position, because I'm all, well, how to phrase this? I always think, what would I do in this situation? So when I say role playing is hard, it's not that it's role playing is hard. It's that I always end up role playing myself. You know, I have to actively think to role play the character. That's my point. If that makes any sense to anybody. So yeah, Thanks. I guess it's just a personal thing that I don't get the whole, oh, you know, it makes it easier for you to impart yourself into the character, because I'm like, that it doesn't help me at all. But I also just think you're giving me these tiny dialogue choices that are really just flavor of how I kind of want my character to react at this specific time. It's not like the character even drastically changes who they are. I mean, they barely have a character to begin with.
Wait, what?
I just don't think adding a voice to them really would do anything. Worst case scenario, I don't think anything would change if you add a voice to Joker from Persona 5 or Byleth from Three Houses. Worst case scenario, nothing changes. Best case scenario, it actually makes them a character and they can be a part of the story and not just stand there and have everybody talk around you. You know, because your character's not canonically mute.
Truly incredible.
You just don't talk. What we're seeing with Shez, he's actually an interesting protagonist. He's an interesting character.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he still has plenty of openness that you can kind of thrust yourself upon, if that makes sense. You know, he still has that enough generic traits. I mean, frankly, I hate the whole we got to make our character as generic as possible so that anyone can see themselves as the character. I think that makes boring protagonists. But if you're gonna go that route, Shez is not a bad example. You can give them a voice and make them a part of the story.
Give it a try.
I mean, I said it when I played Far Cry. Oh my gosh, which Far Cry? Far Cry 5. When you played the sheriff or whatever the hell their name was, and there was no voice. Well, why was there no voice? I mean, what does it accomplish to not give them a voice? You know, so many times in cutscenes, I'm just standing there while everybody talks around me and to me, or like really, it's not even talking to me, it's talking at me. And my character doesn't respond, my character doesn't do anything. You are literally just a medium in which the player sees the game. I mean, I could literally just, as I think I said during that LP, I could literally just be a floating camera, and nothing would change. I don't have to be a person. So, you know, that doesn't make it like, oh, I could be this character. No, it's really uncanny, and it makes you go, why the hell am I here?
Keep up the good work.
Oh boy.
I mean, why does the cast of Persona 5 hang out with Joker? I mean, he seems to not talk. Outside of very few situations.
Uh-huh.
I know this. It seems like it's just a really minor thing. It kind of is, but it's just it's.
Tricky one.
Sorry if I'm speeding through this dialogue too fast. If you want to pause and read, you can. Yeah, it's just always been an opinion of mine when it comes to the whole voiceless main protagonist thing. And main protagonists in general, just because, you know, I've mentioned this before. I like isekai manga. Yeah, I know. Shower me with judgment.
Oh, yeah.
But I like isekai, and a lot of times their protagonists are just bland as shit. Sometimes, though, that's not because
Got it.
they have no, well, I guess they have no personality, but it's because they tried to make them just good at everything. The character in tabletop who's good at everything and boring as shit.
Hey!
It's not because they set out to make a bland protagonist, so anyone can view themselves as that. No, it's just that they made a bland protagonist, and that's the end of the story. There you are. You weren't loading in.
What do you think?
Right on.
Wonderful.
Oh my god, there's so many people to talk to. I think I just walked right in front of an arrow.
What?
That's right, he's got to get that pump. Whatever fitness influencers say. You know, am I the only one who thinks doing push-ups in full plate armor not a great idea? Like, how do you get up? Like, I get it, it adds more weight to everything, but okay, maybe it's better exercise, but again, how the hell are you standing up? You're always exhausted. Shut up.
How very sad.
What do you think?
Not happening.
Beep beep boo. Doo doo doo.
So, that's right.
This is what happens when I run out of topics to talk about before I'm done talking to all these characters. Oh boy. Okay, just Arvel, whatever.
What do you think?
All right. From here, I'm just going to take care of inventory management and everything, so give me a moment and we will get to the fighting.
Better get this down.
I was wondering if we'd get a paralog to pop up. Guess not. Guess it's just normal missions for us. Probably not going to do a whole lot just because like I said, I gotta go do some yard work before I can then come back in and finish up here work. Oh, who are we facing? I'm seeing some warriors, a lot of mages. I want them to swap. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm probably going to want Balthus. Yeah, get the levels. Looks like Lysithia's got a massive advantage against pretty much everyone.
There's no time to waste.
Which is always nice. Let's go with Ignat. Sure. I say that with big question marks.
It's my turn. I wish our enemy was as disinterested.
You ready then?
I'm on it. No joke. Just leave
take
it
them
to me.
out. You take them out. You take
Leave this
them out.
in this fight as I am.
No messing around if we want to win.
Let's get this battle underway.
Forward march! And don't let me catch you lagging behind! I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Yeah, have you noticed I got some new weapons? Just because I've had a shitload of weapons that I've just not been equipping out of laziness.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
All would be lost if I were to die here. What did you expect?
I want to do my part.
Not bad. Okay, you got the guardhouse.
I'm prepared
Go
to
up,
see
fight
this
that guy. You should have the advantage. He's fighting them.
You can count on me.
And go take that point for me. Oh shit, did I give... Yeah, okay. I was like, did I give...
Fighting a losing battle.
Ignatz his new
What can I say?
commands?
Let's take it down at once.
Sorry. Let's go.
There's the base.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
middling results. Perhaps even adequate.
We can ill afford defeat here.
Oh, if I...
Okay, you fight that Grimory.
I think this will go. I'm prepared to see this
You
through.
fight that, Gremory.
I'm on it. Just leave it.
You fight that guy.
Time to
Watch closely.
Are you prepared?
Oh my god, leave me alone.
I'm not a child.
Okay.
Dying would defeat the purpose.
You can count on me.
Point there, taken.
Let's take it down at once.
Always be prepared.
Yoink, yoink, yoink.
Of course I did it.
There you go. Eat shit.
Pardon me.
God, that was a lot of enemies. Okay, what to do. Go take that stronghold for funsies. You've already taken that point. Take that point.
Though I'm reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice. No, I'm all right. Really.
I'm on it. No chuck.
It's my
Keep your eyes on me.
You didn't think you'd stop me, did you?
We'll make good use of this.
I won't lose. I think this will go well.
What a pain. Sorry, we weren't strong enough.
What's going on with Lysithia? Just going boop, 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 boop. Just running around up there.
Dying would defeat the purpose of our race.
To that base. Okay. Awesome.
This last at this rate. We need assistance.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
We won't lose, no matter what.
That oh, if I must. If my was fortuitous.
Okay.
No charge. Let's
Watch close.
Open that for now.
what I do.
This move.
I wish I could just flee and avoid all of this fighting. How's this?
this will do. Keep it up.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure, advance.
I'm on it. No charge.
I'll put Balthus with you.
The others down.
I'm on it. No charge.
Go punch that person.
Sorry. I've gained control of the stronghold. Good thing I didn't slink off for a nap.
We win.
Amazing.
I had this talent hidden away.
It's nice to have all these master seals. I just don't need them. I mean, I've already gotten everybody up to the most advanced class, so there's just not much we can do with them.
We've dealt with bandits before, but this is worse than anything I could have imagined.
Indeed. The damage done to the larger towns was upsetting enough. But the horrors...
I don't know why I hate these settings for these conversations. So just the whole... It feels like I'm at a play. The whole cast is looking at me.
Trampled and destroyed.
And not at each other.
Villages burned to their foundations.
Attacking innocent civilians like that. It's inhuman.
How could anyone be so cruel? To torment people like this and then walk away laughing. It's horrible.
I'm convinced that those who slither in the dark are behind this, pulling the strings. It makes
Yeah,
perfect
who
sense,
else?
seeing as they already know Ordelia territory so well.
What do you mean?
Many years ago, the Empire accused House Ordelia of participating in the Hrim Rebellion. This was just an excuse to begin meddling in our affairs. During that time, they sent a group of strange mages into Ordelia territory. Everything about them felt wrong, from the way they looked to the powers they possessed. It was clear they weren't regular people.
Are you saying they were really those who slither in the dark?
I believe so, now that I look back on it, though it's not exactly a memory I care to relive.
And now they've wormed their way into Ordelia and Hrim territories again. This is just a guess, but their base of operations could be somewhere near here. Do you remember ever having lived in this area?
Yeah, my mom and I spent a few years in a mountain village somewhere in Ordelia territory. But she wasn't born there, and I don't know where she lived before that.
There could be a connection there. Or maybe it's nothing. Either way, dealing with them needs to be our top priority. We gave them this opening. They never would have been able to take advantage of us like this if we hadn't been at war. Just another reason why we have to end this conflict as quickly as possible. We have to ensure nothing like this ever happens again.
Alright, so that's done. Let's grab... I don't have an arithmetic textbook, but I can get one. Probably. We're gonna head back here. We're gonna do support conversations and close out, because, like I said, I'm looking at the clock. I gotta go out and just finish a little bit of yard work because I gotta do other stuff today. But my dudes, thanks so much for watching. As always, social media found down in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see what can be boosted. Let's get an extra training slot.
Let me know if I may be of further.
Well,
Pick up any awards that we can. Doesn't look like it. Alright, we're going to do support combos and then really close out for today. But as far as commentary goes, it looks like this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Thank you so much for watching. One more time, social media and all that's down in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in the next one. But until then, I'm out.
Hey, you gotta hear this! What's up, Raphael? You're looking extra cheerful today.
Have you seen the looks on all the soldiers' faces lately? Don't they seem way more motivated?
Well, yeah. I was wondering what was going on with that.
Well, I was curious too, so I asked. And you know what they said?
Is it because we're winning the war? Lots of victories always boost morale.
Makes sense. Anyway, that's not the reason this time. They all said it was because of the food.
You don't mean...
Yep. They've all been eating the dishes we came up with. You know, with the smoked meat and the rotten food.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to call it rotten? In any case, our hard work definitely paid off. And the food's great too, if I do say so myself.
Right? I could eat that stuff over and over again and never get sick of it.
And it's a big hit with the soldiers too. They said they actually get excited for mealtime now.
Plus, it's made them fight way harder in battle.
I'm really glad everyone's so happy with it. Makes all our effort feel completely worthwhile.
You bet. See, food's important no matter who, when, or where you are.
Yeah, back in my mercenary days, I'd scarf down any old scraps so long as I was full at the end of it. But I've changed my outlook. Honestly, I feel like I can work even harder now that I can look forward to all my meals. And I never would have gotten here without you, Raphael. Thanks.
Huh. I was just thinking the same thing about you. Guess we helped each other equally.
You know, I scrounged up every last piece of gold I could find just so I could go to the Officers Academy and become a knight. But once it shut down, opening the inn was basically my only option. But then, running the inn helped me realize all sorts of important stuff too. And now I'm sure, once this war's all wrapped up, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to become the best innkeeper in all of Foldland.
Sounds like a solid plan, but you'll probably need to up your cooking game even more if that's the end goal.
Yeah, I bet I'll have to train under a real great chef to get me where I want to be.
Oh, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna come up with a brand new style of cooking. Something that'll really work my muscles.
What would that even look like?
Well, I don't know. I haven't invented it yet. Whatever the case, I know what I want to do now.
Hey, what do you say to tagging along with me? I think you've got a real knack for this cooking stuff.
I'll think about it. Just be ready to have me showing up at your doorstep if the mercenary work ever dries up.
So you're gonna stick to being a hired hand, huh? Well, as long as that's what you want to do. Oh, but keep an eye out for an invitation from me. You'll definitely have to come over and try all the rotten food I cook up.
Seriously, stop calling it that. But thanks. I'm looking forward to it, Raphael.
Oh, hello. Are you on your way to get something to eat?
Yeah. You?
I am. Shall we go together then?
The sure thing. I wonder what they've cooked up for us today. Ah, that was satisfying. Pretty nice getting such tasty meals all the time, huh?
I agree. The meal was lovely.
You didn't finish your meat again. It's kind of a waste, you know.
I ate a lot of the vegetables, so you can have it.
Hey, if you're offering... Wait a minute. Haven't we had this conversation before?
I think we have.
Did something happen to you, Marianne? You seem more relaxed today. In a good way, of course.
Oh no, nothing in particular. But I made a decision. I'm not going to worry about whether I bring misfortune to others or not. I've been a part of this army for a while now, and I've worked closely with everyone in it. And nothing terrible has happened to anyone as a result of being around me.
Well, of course nothing bad's happened.
I'm still a bit anxious about everything, but I decided to adopt a more easygoing attitude. I'd like to emulate you and your nonchalant demeanor, how you can just move through the world without a care.
You're making me sound kinda irresponsible. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I say if you want to talk to people, then talk to them. If you want to be alone, then do that. I really think it's best to just be yourself. Don't force anything.
Yes, I think so too. But I fear my adoptive father might chastise me again if I say that to him.
I'm not so sure about that. I think he'd acknowledge how far you've come if he saw you now.
You really think so?
You might not have noticed, but you're a lot different than you used to be. You're definitely somewhat sociable. More so, even.
I just hope that's good enough for him.
I'd like to think it will be. Well, I mean, I guess I don't really know what kind of guy your father is.
Sometimes I think you say whatever pops into your head without thinking. I suppose that's what I like about you, isn't it? I can already tell I'm going to learn a lot from you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Excuse me. May I ask for your ear?
Sure thing. What's on your mind?
I have the desire to be learning more about mercenaries. It is a subject of much fascination to me.
Sure, I guess. But I think you've heard most of the exciting bits by now.
Nonsense. Each word you speak is full of excitement. Please give me more illumination. For example, are you receiving payment for your work here?
Sure. Me and Claude have a contract. Lucrative one, too, as these things go. Guess the boss thinks pretty highly of me.
You said money was of importance for people who sell their swords. But what if an enemy offered a bigger payment? Would you be taking it?
You'd need more than that to get a true merc to switch sides. Still, if an enemy can outbid your current employer, it means they've got a good shot at winning. And nobody who enjoys breathing wants to wind up on the losing side.
So in Fodlan, one must try to be allies with the side that has more richness?
See, that's the thing. Trust is its own currency too. I mean, let's say someone shows up with a pile of gold and asks you to switch sides. Tempting, right? But you gotta be careful. You could take them up on their offer, only to learn that the money was just bait, and the guy actually wants you dead. And to make things worse, the honest employer you just stabbed in the back now knows you're as reliable as a three-legged horse. Point is, integrity means more to a mercenary than money. Probably should have led with that, actually.
I have understanding. Trust is of importance to everyone, but that has even more truth for a seller of swords.
You got it. Oh, and trust me, folks who hire for the best jobs make sure to know everything about you before extending the offer. But there's a flip side to that coin. If you're the type of employer who likes to leave mercs in the lurch, you better believe that word will get around. Hard enough to stay alive without that nonsense.
That is a thing we all share in common. We wish to keep breathing, as you said. And what if I was offering a job? We are on the same side. Would that be betrayal? Bridget is a land of richness. We can offer much in exchange for the selling of your sword.
Sounds tempting, but I can't. I've got to see my current contract through first. Also, didn't we just get done discussing how terrible it is to abandon a job before it's done?
I knew you would be declining. You are the model of a mercenary.
Yuri's still not back yet? It's been 5 days. What's this? A letter. Not like him to leave his stuff lying around. I wonder if it says anything about where he went. Well, it's just sitting there. Can't hurt to take a peek, right? Are you well? Eating enough? I worry about you all the time. Thank you for sending money always. I want to see you soon. Huh. Is this letter for Yuri? It's got a different name on it.
Having fun?
Yuri! Wow, you really snuck up on me. When did you get back?
Just now. More importantly, why are you snooping through things that don't belong to you? Choose your next words carefully if you don't want them to be your last.
I'm sorry. It was just sitting out in the open, so I thought it'd be okay if I read it. I was worried you weren't coming back.
Never mind. I can't imagine you'd have a reason to pry into my affairs. I suppose this is what I get for taking off without telling anyone. And for being so careless.
Yeah, I thought you'd be the last person to leave something like this behind. You must have left in a hurry.
You could say that.
Was it because of the letter? I assume it's from someone in your family. Maybe a little brother or sister?
My mother, actually. She doesn't really have a way with words, I know. She's always been prone to illness, but lately her condition has grown worse. I try to visit whenever she asks to see me. Obviously, there are times when I can't go, but I have to take all the time I can get, right? I never know which visit will be my final chance to see her.
I understand. Once someone's gone, they're gone. But wait, the name on that letter, is that your real name? So, Yuri's an alias and you're really
No need to say it. And yes, what parent would call their kid by an alias anyway?
Fair point. It's a nice name, though. Why hide it?
In my line of work, it pays to have more than a few names. And don't go telling anyone about this. You won't like to find out what happens if you do.
I won't, promise. And if I do slip up, you're free to do your worst. In any case, I am sorry for prying. And for what it's worth, I hope your mom gets better soon.
If it were easy to cure, then we wouldn't even be talking about it. But I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless.
Got any arrows left, Raphael?
This is my last one.
There are so many wolves. I can't believe we've run out of arrows.
Guess all your archery skill doesn't mean much if you don't have arrows, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. At this point, we just have to take what...
Hang on, Leone. I got this. You've been helping me with archery, so now it's time for me to break out my specialty.
Raphael, that was amazing! You saved us!
It's all because you reinforced this bow for me.
Yeah, but I had no idea that's how you were planning to use it. I mean, you just grabbed it by the end and started thrusting it like a spear. No wonder those wolves ran off. You probably scared them all to death.
I'm just impressed this thing held up to all that punishment. Your enhancement saved the day, Leone. Still, the fact that I couldn't break it means I'll have to work out even harder till I can. Wait, no. That's a bad idea. And yet, my muscles are crying for some good breakage. I don't know, Leone. What do you think?
Hey, your muscles saved our hides, so if you want to smash that bow to splinters, knock yourself out. Still, I reinforced that thing pretty well, so you'll need to come at it with everything you've got. And if you do manage to snap it, I'll keep making new ones until I finally perfect a Raphael-proof bow.
Now that's an idea I can get behind! I'll do what I'm good at, building muscles, and you do what you're good at, building bows. That way, we can combine our powers to be the toughest fighting duo in all of Fodlan.
You may be right. I mean, I'm not sure if we'll be quite the force of nature you seem to think we'll be, but it'll definitely put our strong suits to good use. Say, do you remember what I said when I first helped you reinforce that bow? I told you you'd help me with your specialty one day, just like I was helping you with mine. And guess what? That's exactly what happened today. I think this is the start of great things for us.
I can't wait to see where we go from here.
I'll be counting on you, big guy.
There you are, Marianne. I've been searching the entire base for you.
Yuri, is something wrong?
This is what's wrong. Where do you think you're going at this hour? You know, I've been worried this whole time that you might actually leave like you said you would.
Oh no, I'm just walking my horse. I have him tied to the tree over there.
I just can't believe you'd ever think of... Wait, what? You're walking a horse?
We got a late start, but I always take him out on certain days.
Right then. It seems I worried for nothing.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
There's no need to apologize. I'm just glad my worries turned out to be unfounded.
But why are you so worried about me?
Actually, let me ask you a question. Could you turn a blind eye to a friend who says she'll be gone soon, and then can't be found anywhere?
The fact is, I have no worth to anyone here, so...
Okay, knock that off. You've got plenty of worth. For one, there are things you can do that even I can't. In fact, this seems like a perfect chance to show you exactly why I was glaring at you that one day.
Yuri, is something wrong with Dorte?
So, your name's Dorte, hmm? That's a lovely coat you have there. I see someone has groomed you to...
Achoo! Are you all right? Are you better now? What happened?
Isn't it obvious? That sort of thing always happens whenever I get too close to horses or cats. And when the sneeze approaches, my eyes narrow reflexively. That's probably why it looked like I was glaring at you. Luckily, it's mostly just sniffles, so I don't go out of my way to tell people about it. Still, I probably should have told you from the start. Apologies for giving you the wrong idea, Marianne.
No, it's all right. It's really my fault for jumping to conclusions. And I'm sorry you had to pet my horse.
The next time you say sorry, I'm going to glare at you for...
Oh, would you mind if I tried some detoxifying magic on you? I'm not certain it will have any effect, but it may temporarily alleviate your symptoms at least.
Detoxifying, hmm? You know, if this works, it may help one of my lifelong dreams come true.
It would?
Most certainly. I'd love to go on a long trail ride, or pet a room full of friendly cats all afternoon.
I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm just so surprised. Those are truly wonderful dreams to have. And I would love to help you achieve them if I can.
I'd be glad to take you up on that offer. Do you see now why I said you aren't worthless? Now let's do this, Marianne. Hit me with the most powerful magic you've got.
Whew, I am stuffed. Looks like you can really pack it away too, pal.
Still can't compete with you, Balthus. That sure did hit the spot, though.
Got that right. Now we can charge into tomorrow's battle fully energized. Hey, let's say we make a little bet. See who can go deeper into enemy territory.
No way! Warfare and wagers aren't a good mix. I mean, yeah, we're fighting for renown out there, but it's not a game. It's life and death.
Figured you'd say something like that. You seem like the type.
And yet, you asked me anyway. Don't try to drag me down with you, Balthus.
What's wrong with a little game of chance? It's not like it's evil or something.
Then what would you call it? Financially irresponsible? Because I don't want to end up broke either. Not like some people I know.
You're one tough nut, I'll give you that. But I'm not talking about money. You know what I'm getting at, right? When you're on the battlefield, the only thing you can bet is your life.
That's exactly what I take issue with.
Okay, I know this might sound a little far-fetched, but hear me out.
This ought to be good.
Whatever you do, you'll do it 10 times better if you're having fun, right? That's the key to success.
I mean, you're not wrong.
See, so there's nothing wrong with having a little fun on the battlefield, whether it's with bets or with something else. Living on that edge between victory and death is the key to survival.
Maybe for you, but that's not how everyone else approaches it. I've known plenty of mercs who have said the same thing, but they never made it back home. In fact, you're the only one of them who's still kicking. So, I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
You know, you and I have a lot in common. We're practically kindred spirits. But this is the one thing we don't see eye to eye on. Strange, isn't it?
From where I'm standing, the only strange thing is the way you're thinking about this.
Well, I guess the bet's off then. Let's just put this little chat behind us and give it our all tomorrow.
Sounds good. Just don't get too reckless and wind up losing your head, okay?